first computer tower that belonged to me was not very good. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful I got it for the experience, but the specs were not great, even for the time. An AMD FX 4100 and a GTX 750 Ti were enough for the lowest of low-end games at the time, but nowadays aren't even remotely passable as the system requirements for games get higher and higher. Today, often it feels like we exist in a drought of quality content on YouTube, and many of my favorite channels remain either on temporary hiatus, retired, or abandoned. But it didn't used to be this way.
So get yourself a cup of tea or a beer if that's more your thing, and come along for the ride.
When I got my first computer in the winter of 2016, I fell deep into the rabbit hole of computer and tech YouTube. Linus Tech Tips, Jay's 2 Cents, Bitwit, Gamers Nexus, all of them, you name it. However, one of the channels I watched in that time period was very much unlike the others. I was drawn to Greenham Gaming and channels like that, Random Gaming in HD, with their goofy tech experiments, quality of the videos, and PCs smoking cigarettes? The videos are just weird like that. There's a part where he literally pulls out a hard drive and starts destroying it because it had a virus, rather than factory resetting or getting rid of the virus. There's just chaos sometimes intermittent between the calm, but I'd be lying if I said that didn't make me laugh. I think it's through this channel that made me accept my original low-spec PC and its parts, because Tim never ridicules people for having bad specs or lower-end components. Hell, at one point he made a video about a PC in 1998, and another one where he maximized a 2003 Windows XP machine to flex on someone who moved on in their life 13 years prior. Obviously it's not as thorough or in-depth as someone like LGR, but I think I prefer it this way. Tim's content just feels more natural and authentic because he's not forcing something to happen, it just does. I think the production value is amateur enough to be genius. And these are honestly videos you can make yourself, and I think this DIY narrative actually inspired me quite a lot. The transitions and music choice are phenomenal in my opinion, and he never wastes a moment in his videos for background music. And I like to think it's from Greenham Gaming, where I learned how effective a musical backdrop can make the atmosphere of a video. One of my favorite uses of music in his videos is in Why You Love Xbox One, when he uses the farmhouse theme from Dog's Life when playing Forza, and when he gives the conclusion plays King Tower from The Herbs, and he says,
Let me start off by acknowledging the PC. If you have a bit more money to blow, the PC will almost certainly give you a better experience. But if you just want to play the latest games and you're not worried about stuff like resolution or paying a little bit of money each month if you want to play online,
in my opinion, this just fits the end scene so perfectly. Obviously though, I can't talk about Greenham Gaming's music selection without the most important song that has been with his videos from the very beginning, the Tomato Convenience Store from the Shenmue soundtrack. This is in almost all of his videos where he benchmarks computers and their performance. And on that note about performance, most of the computers he showcases in his videos don't have stellar performance at all, especially not the most recent computer he showcased that is by far the worst computer he's ever shown, even worse than the Gateway Tower and the Dell Mini. In my opinion, the cinematography in his videos is actually very well done given that he's not necessarily a professional. Many of his computer videos start with a computer on the side of the road, or in the middle of a meadow in the forest, or by a river. Or in one of them, dangerously close to the pool after it rained. Come on dude, what are you doing? Videos like the Mighty HD CRT gave me an interest in using my family's old CRT, and I realized I prefer CRTs to even the best of 4K TVs. Sure they aren't HD, but the colors and depth just hit different, man. While he has unlisted videos like Time, a smartwatch film, I genuinely think the cinematography in that video is some of the best he's ever filmed. That along with his $100 iMac video. His most recent upload now is a 300 CD stacker and a rubber band resurrection. And it's a blast from the past about an old gadget of his, and it really made me nostalgic for his older videos, leading me here. Greenham Gaming is just like a comfort creator to me. As cringe as the term is, it's just the truth. I can always unwind and go back through his channel and be entertained. I don't know where in life Tim James of Greenham Gaming is, but I hope he's doing well. I'm not sure if he likes making content about computers or tech anymore, or making content at all. Either way, it's not my place to judge, but I think I will always have a soft spot for videos like making movies on a $100 iMac, or the Mighty HD CRT,